I get on the bus.
You get
So,
on the bus.
Jonathan, did you bring everything you needed?
Of course. Why would I? Why would I? What was I saying again?
Yes, I know you're a little. I know you're a little old, and your head isn't quite as fast as it used to be. So, so did you bring all the things?
I brought a magnifying glass.
Good enough. I'm sure we can purchase anything else we need in the city.
Of course. And that's what one would do when you go to a place to buy things, investigate things. There's things to buy. You get things. Yes.
So you're standing next to the bus, and the doors shoot open, and out climbs this gorilla of a motherfucking man. He's massive, big Russian guy. His sleeves are torn off. He's so muscular. He can't even wear his suit. And he climbs down and he says, "Yes, I am bus driver Boris. I'm here to help you load your luggage, good sirs. Ah, are you the one who has hired this entire bus, I presume?"
Yes, of
And he
course.
looks at
That's
you.
me because I'm broke.
I like play with my mustache a little bit. It is in the style of a Van Dyke, if you know what that is.
Yeah,
Isn't that like the pointed?
The pointy beard with like the
Yeah.
swirly mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
The,
like
the
the
typical
villain.
like
The villain
yeah,
one.
yeah, it's the typical villain one. I stand there with my top hat and my monocle. I look at him, squinting my eyes a little bit, and I say, "Very well, Boris." Oh, very well, Boris. You shall have my suitcase. Oh, my bag, I mean.
He leans over, he grabs your suitcase, and he brings it inside and pops it in the luggage area above where you would sit. And then he comes back outside and he looks at the old man and he says, "This one doesn't have long for life. Would you like me to help you get in the bus, old man?"
Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. I would appreciate it.
He looks at you shocked and he says, Why, no one has ever thanked me for my services. Thank you, kind old man. Let me take you into my finest seat." And he brings you into the bus and sits you on a very comfy seat that was meant for Chris. And he
It's
says,
important to take care of the elderly. Thank you for taking time out of your day to do this for us. It is much appreciated. It's important to thank the bus drivers. But
Yes,
they are.
no one ever thanks the bus driver. Boris is very hard,
Boris.
manly heart.
If we come
It
across
feels
Boris again,
life.
like, I'm gonna make sure we keep him. Boris the bus driver.
So he closes the doors behind you and he turns back and says, "Is everyone ready? Shall we ride?"
Yes.
Are we like the
I
only two
believe.
passengers? I don't hear anyone else.
Yeah, the entire bus the entire bus has been rented out.
So
Oh, Boris.
I can sit
Tell
wherever
me
I can lie
something.
down.
Yes, how can I help you, good sir?
Would you know anything strange about this area? It is most mysterious.
He looks up. Okay, to paint you a mental image, he's practically Brahm. So
Brom.
he stands up and
Brahm.
he grabs his big jaw and he starts to stroke it and he looks in the air. Strange things. Why? These areas have always been strange up here in the wilderness. People come, people go. Some people never go, they just stay. But Boris is driver. He goes here, he goes there. He takes people there, he takes people here. He goes home, he beats wife. This is normal thing for Boris.
My friend Boris, you shouldn't beat wife.
But wife is naughty. She spends all Boris's money.
Then you need to punish wife, not beat.
Take the money away.
But
Don't let her have your
I will
money
consider
then.
this. I will consider this, sir. Well, let us be on our way. It is late of the night. And he sits down and starts the engine. It roars to life. The lights splash on the big spotlights, lighting up a dark road, and he starts to drive.
The music comes on, it's just like, Soka blah 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 blah. Jits cheeky
No,
breaky.
no, he's just, if you can imagine someone driving one of those little toy cars, he's like this muscular man, just barely fitting in his little seat, just overwhelmingly too big for it. Driving it, his knees are like at the steering wheel. He's so tall.
He drives
he
with
can't
his
like.
knees.
So he's busy driving it as if it's a tiny car, and he's driving and he's humming to himself in a Russian folk song. What's the talk of the car? Well, the bus,
The
I
talk of the
suppose.
car.
What's the talk of the bus?
Bus goes brum brum.
Bus goes broom broom.
So, Jonathan, I know we
Get out
haven't
my car.
known each other for long. This is our first mission together, and I know you're financially in some shit,
What?
to put it mildly.
What makes you say that? Listen here, you
So I
young.
would say it, sacre bleu.
Well, listen here, you little whippersnapper. There's this thing called a bank, and I tend to go to the bank whenever I need to take out money or a loan. And the only reason I have as much money as I have is because my currency is much stronger than yours.
Oh.
But know what this hostility is for. We are in union after all. In the European Union. Together. France and England.
I don't
There is
think
no need for this old
Well, I
blood,
don't
this
think-
old hostility.
in this current day and age, the 1920s, I don't think there is a European Union as not just yet. So
Wait, is that right? I thought it was already formed. I need to Google it now.
I think it was formed after World War II.
Oh, so funny. But everyone's history is
Shit.
just so garbage.
1993.
It seems we are not in union. Friends.
I don't like.
I can understand this hostility between our countries.
Yes,
but
you damn
it's
frog
important
eater.
to note. It's important to note that we could one day become union, help each other grow, free trade, and move of people.
Yes, but we could do that, and for a few years it'll be great and all that. And then for some reason, my country will decide, no, we don't want any of that anymore, and we'll just leave.
It's fine, Jonathan. You will not live to see these dark times.
Oh my word.
So a few hours passes by,
Brum brum.
and you start to realize you're getting about like halfway now. And I would like a spot check from both of you.
Spot check.
What hidden?
Spot hidden, yeah. Spot check.
Spot check. Okay. No spots. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Spot check with a spot hidden. Where the hell's that now?
Hard success. Look at
That's
that.
pretty.
Spot hidden. I'm horrible at spot hidden.
So
Maybe
Jonathan, in his
93.
senile old state, is busy drifting.
What are we
off to
looking for?
sleep. Don't worry
Oh.
about it. So Jonathan is sitting in this really comfy chair, and he's an old man. He's starting to drift to sleep. His eyes are drifting. He can't be fucked to listen to this young guy. So he's slowly getting out of it. But you, Reginald, you start to see flashing lights, a blue and a red and a blue and a red. And all of a sudden the bus comes to a slow halt. Boris says, trouble. Boris will sort it out. You guys just stay here. And he opens the bus doors. And he climbs out and goes, would you like to listen or watch?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Should I put a note on my spot hidden that I successfully used it?
Yes.
Then click the thing.
Yeah, you just put it down. Yep. So now you
I
slink up
will
with
shake Jonathan awake
yeah.
as well and be like, "Oh, Jonathan, old man,
Yes, you
look here.
French
There
twat.
are the police
The
is
police.
causing some trouble."
I don't think the police cause trouble. Maybe in your country they do, but in my country, the police generally, sort out trouble. So I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
Jonathan
Don't you
falls
know?
back
Don't you know not to
asleep.
wake someone up when they're sleeping? Let me die in peace.
Let me die. Okay. So you, Reginald, you slink up to the bus and you take a peek outside and you see a roadblock just up ahead, consisting of several police cars. And one of the police sergeants, he walks up to Boris as he approaches him and he tips his hat. Would you
Oh,
like to listen?
you're approaching me.
Yeah, I'll listen.
Listening check.
Where is that? Uh, where is listen?
You
Oh,
didn't
there,
even
listen.
listen, bro.
You fail. So you go up and you see Boris approach this guy, and Boris chuckles. Yeah, how is it, Mr. Police Officer? Fine night. And he says, you just hear mumbling from his side. You can only hear Boris since he's so obnoxiously loud. Boris says, what is this problem? I have two folks I need to get to Schmayetz. What is problem? You can barely make out something of bridge, fallen, take path, right. Boris says, but this is problem. We are behind on schedule. It is night. I need to get them there in the morning. The police officer will talk back to him for a bit, but you can not make out what he is saying. And Boris says, okay, I will go this way. But now you keep me from beating my wife. And the police officer says, you can make out, Boris, I am an officer of the law. You cannot tell me this. Boris says, okay, I will take this into consideration. And he starts to walk back to the bus. He climbs in and he says, bit of complication, my friends. There seems to be the bridge. It is fallen
Like
to
a normal-
Schmayet, so we will have to take the detour down the N6 down there. And he points towards the dark, eerie road. Is this fine with you, or would you like to wait? I know you are in a rush, but you are the
Yeah.
customer.
It would be most advised to get to Smayes as fast as possible. We have only as much time as we are, you know. The old man will not live forever. Uh-huh.
He looks at the old man concerned and he's like, I agree. We should hurry. There is no hospital out here should his heart give. Let us go. And he closes the doors. And he starts the car up, he reverses, and he takes the detour right. And he starts to drive down this eerie forest road. And after a while, there's nothing but silence in the bus. What is the talk of the bus?
Man, old man, Jonathan. Hello, do you hear me?
Hello, French. What?
Is this any way to speak to your employer? I know you Englishman has a foul tongue, but this is no reason for us to have bad blood between us.
Yes, of course.
I hired you for a reason, you know, your work with
Well, have you paid me yet?
biology. Oh, you will get paid after we finish this job successfully.
Oh, okay, cool.
By the way, are you sitting next to him or in the bus?
I don't know. Like, I'm imagining it's like two seats on either side, right? So we're probably
Yeah.
sitting on either side of like the row,
Yeah.
so we can have two seats each,
Mm.
Okay,
right?
interesting. Okay.
And we're probably like sitting close to each other. Like, we're probably sitting close to like Boris as well, is in case he want to talk with us, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So like towards the front.
Well, while you're having your conversation, you hear Boris shriek out, Sucker! And I'd like a dex save from both of you.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, my lowest stat.
Where's my
I
dex?
fail.
You fail.
Wait, dex save. That's just a dex check.
Oh
isn't
my god, the old man!
it?
Wait,
So-
Leo. What is your strength and what is your con?
My con is 35 and strength is 20. Dex is 40.
Wait. How wasn't that your starting stats? Didn't you have to reduce your stats by 20?
Oh, I don't think it carried
It's
over.
you choose. No, you choose.
No, no,
You choose
I
between.
did
No, no,
choose.
no. But no, he didn't. He didn't choose any.
I chose it, but it didn't happen. I reduced my dex and con by 8, and then strength I reduced by 4, I think.
Just edit it, I guess. It's probably just a
Oh,
glitch.
then it's just barely a pass. 32 out of 32.
Yeah. So you meet it. So you hear Boris shriek out, and he swerves left, and the bus tilts at full speed. You don't grab your feet, Mr. Reginald, and you go flying. Mr. Jonathan, somehow alerted by the loud Russian man, sprung to his feet with whatever little life is left in his body, and he grabbed a pole. And the bus tips and it goes on its side and it smashes into the ground hard and it drifts on the ground, shrieking metal and breaking glass for a while. Mr. Jonathan, you take a d3 damage. Slash R1d3 as
Wait,
you
I take a
fly.
d3 damage.
what about me? Who failed?
Yeah, oh no, sorry, Jonathan. Reginald. You take a
Uh,
d3 damage, yeah.
oh my god, that's such a big wound. That's 20% of my HP.
I mean, you flew into bus that's tipping at full speed. D3 is a bit merciful, honestly, just because it's the start of the campaign. So
I shakingly stand up on my legs and I say, Jonathan, are you there? Boris, are you okay? Hello.
Jonathan is sitting, well, not really sitting. He's still hanging on the pole, somehow undamaged. Shocking. I don't understand it myself. Maybe old man bones have already given away, and he's just a blob.
I'm just.
Maybe the just the sheer non-muscle but fat softened the blow.
He's too big for his own good. It's because his size is so high.
He's fat. So
I'm
it
not
softened the
fat.
blow.
He's old and fat. So his
So,
fat absorbed the blow.
so you scream out
Hang
and
on.
you notice
I'll be back in
one
a
of your
Sorry, I've been
eyes.
interrupted now.
Okay.
What?
Well, it's gonna be for
Wait,
Chris now. So as you stand up so rapidly and you're looking around the bus frantically, you notice one of your eyes go completely red.
um, is it? Do I know if this is from blood, or
Yes, it is blood.
is it
Would you
like
like?
can I locate? Can, like, if I take my hand up to my head, do I
Yeah,
feel like it's bleeding from my head or like from the eye?
your head is bleeding, and as you feel around, you feel it's blood running over your monocle. You are not blind, it is just simply blood on your monocle.
I will take off my monocle and I will pocket it for now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining this monocle. It's like a single glass piece with like a small chain on it, so I can just like easily dangle
Yeah,
it into my pocket.
yeah, that's
Ah,
fine.
I will have to clean this later, but for now,
Thank
Jonathan, can you put some band-aid on my forehead? It is bleeding quite a bit.
We will have to wait for Mr. Jonathan to reply.
Jonathan, are you there, old man?
He is dead, or probably sleeping on the pole. He is an old man.
Buddies, are you okay?
You hear nothing from us.
Sorry.
I will find my like flashlight in one of my pockets and turn it on.
You turn it on. Where do you shine it?
I guess I'll just like kind of spin around and like look a 360 degree circle and like give it
You
give it all a glance over.
you spin around and the bus is completely on its side. To your feet under the glass you see dirt. To the sky, you see obviously the sky. It's dark, it's night. You see Mr. Jonathan Juster hanging from a pole, somehow uninjured, maybe a bit bruised, but he's good. You don't see Mr. Boris anyway.
No. Boris.
But you do notice that the front of the bus is broken.
Oh,
The glass.
Jonathan, hurry over here. Can you bind my wound?
Of course I can. Let me do that for you.
Roll a first aid check.
First aid powers go. Where the hell my first aid check? Where have you gone to? There
It's
it is.
it's like in the middle column.
Go
towards the
first
top.
aid.
You
This
succeed.
is a 92.
You have really high. You practically succeed.
Yeah, and
You
we had
walk
like a first
over.
aid kit, like two, in
Yeah,
fact. So it's like we have
yeah,
all the supplies we need.
yeah. So first aid is unlimited. Time based is the only thing. So you walk up to Mr.
Yeah, it's just like to
Reginald.
stop the bleeding.
I breathe on
Yeah,
him to stop
and
the bleeding. That's how good my first aid is.
yeah. So you walk up to him and you bind his wound with a bandage, and his bleeding stops. He's no longer injured.
Do you want me to kiss
I
it for
suppose
you?
you. Do you want?
No, no, oh, actually, yes. It is appropriate in my culture to give
Mwah!
kisses.
Mwah! Is it feeling bitter now?
You kiss the top of Reginald's head, and you notice there is now blood on your lips.
Mm.
You should clean that up.
I wipe my mouth with my hand.
You wipe your hand, or you wipe your mouth with your hand,
Well, I
and
wipe
you
my
get
hand with my
blood.
mouth. Oh.
You get blood
Your feet.
on your lab coat.
Now I
On
really
your
do
feet,
like look like
Jonathan. We need to take a stock. Boris has disappeared. At the
no,
front of the bus,
Boris
like the window.
to the
Yeah,
What does
wall.
it look like? Is it like a hole
completely
in like the
shattered.
glass?
Yeah, completely shattered as if there's no glass there.
Is there blood?
There is little blood.
I'll like take my blanket and like kind of fold it up. And do I have my briefcase?
Your briefcase is on top where Boris put it above you. So, successful spot check, and you'll find it super easy because the bus tipped, so it got flung all over the place.
Yeah.
You find it instantly as if it was like a part of you. You
Do I
locate
find
it under your seat.
do I find the Jonathan's satchel as well? Or
It's on him. It's
uh,
on him.
he has all the other stuff on him.
Yeah. So you
I'll take my blanket, I'll fold it up, and I like hang it on my briefcase.
okay. You have
And
acquired all the stuff.
I guess I should write down briefcase and stuff.
Yep.
briefcase with research materials. I thought I wouldn't get it.
Hey man, I'm starting you off differently to Daniel. Daniel's was a lot more brutal.
Briefcase, research material. Okay, there. Um, so, Jonathan, what do we do now? We have a broken bus, and we are in the middle of nowhere. We took some dark road to the side, and our guide has disappeared.
Why, thank you very much, Reginald, for updating me on the situation. And we have to find Boris. I think that's the next best thing we can do. We need him to guide us to our destination.
We
Also,
we
Boris
should
is
see if
best
we can
boy.
track him down. Yes, Boris is very nice bus driver. It is unfortunate that he went missing.
So
So we will have to see if we cannot track him down.
let's make sure he's unmissing.
He's unmissing. Okay, so you climb out the front piece of the bus and you look around and it is pitch black darkness.
I'm
And there's
handing Jonathan one of the
flashlights.
flashlights.
Okay.
I turn the flashlight on.
I hold the flashlight
You
in my left hand as I walk with my cane in my right. I look around.
and you see dark, eerie trees everywhere, snow thick to the ankle, but you notice
Snow.
blood. And the
I-
blood leads off to a path.
Can I take a look around at the bus and like see what state it is and kind of like give it a slight investigation? Like spend like 5-10 minutes like
That's
investigating it.
perfectly fine. You look at the bus and it is utterly wrecked. The front is completely shattered. The engine is blown. A wheel is off to the side. All the windows on the top are shattered. Some of the seats are like flung out of place all over.
Hmm.
It's a total wreck. Is there anything you would like to take from the bus?
I'd like to just point out, for some reason, my education isn't higher. It's supposed to be like 80 or something like that, because...
You got a 9 and a 7, so just
He also got a 5 before that.
yeah.
5 plus 9 plus 7...
5
If-
plus
14,
8 plus 7.
21.
5 plus 8
81.
plus 7.
Yeah.
Plus 8.
8, 7, and then 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
it's
you
80.
should have gotten 20 points.
80 then. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything you'd like to bring with you from the bus, or are you just going to leave in the?
Reginald. No, I'm Reginald. Jonathan.
Just
We
buy a
should. We
solution.
should. We should get some stuff. I hit my head a little.
And
It is a bit fuzzy still.
Well, I kissed
I
you.
might have a slight concussion.
No, I think you're fine. I would have, like, sorted that concussion out with my kisses. I'm a doctor, trust me.
Hey, old man.
So,
I don't know if it's true or not, but I will trust you. Quotation marks.
Yeah, so you wanted us to
So-
do what?
you want to walk back into the bus?
So the door that we walked in, what's the
That's on
state
the-
of that?
It's on the top. So, if I can describe it, if you're looking, if you're looking from the top, I mean from the side, the bus is on its side like this.
Oh yeah, so the door
So
we
the
entered in
window
is on the top
here-
side of the bus.
Yes,
But
the window here
what's
is
the state? What's the state of the door like?
It's
Could
it's
we
sitting open.
could we easily like break it off? It's what I'm wondering. Would that be too much for me and the old man to handle?
I don't think you and the old man can break off like a
Listen,
metallic
don't
door.
underestimate the power of Jonathan Simeon.
Yeah, no, the door, I would say that's a bit too much. You could attempt it, but so there's a thing in Cthulhu which is quite interesting. You can make a check, and if you fail, you can try and do it again. But if you fail, I can punish you how I see fit. So, for example, you can say you want to break it off, and you can try. If you fail, you can push the matter and try and push to your human limits. But then if you fail, I'd say you like fling yourself backwards and you fall off the bus and like splint your ankle, like
Um,
twist your ankle.
yeah.
Break your
I
arm
I
while
had a
trying
bag
to
with
live.
clothes and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like some additional winter clothes and just some additional clothes in general.
yeah.
Um, uh, did he place that inside where the seats are, or did he place that in a side compartment on the bus?
He he placed that in your by your seat. You would with your extreme success on your spot detect, you found it as well.
Yeah, okay. And does Jonathan have a bag of some stuff as well that he brought with some additional clothes or whatever,
No,
No,
like some luggage?
everything was on him.
I thought I'd just, wear these clothes for
Oh,
about 2 or 3 days.
Jonathan, I told you you needed to bring a suitcase. Ah,
No, it's fine. I thought we
Um,
were only going to be in. I thought we were only be investigating this area for maybe a day or two, 2 or 3 days.
but Jonathan, you are not a caveman. No, 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 no. You English dogs are all the same. Ah.
and while you two are bickering, I'd like a extreme listening check from both of
Uh, uh,
I'll have the bag over my shoulder then.
can I ask for a regular a listening check rather?
you. You can have a regular listening check with 3 disadvantages.
Okay.
We basically have to roll one.
You can have a regular check if you close one ear.
You,
Where is listening? There we go.
It's in the center column, like towards the bottom.
Listen, I'm old,
you
okay.
both
I do
fail,
both
and
suck.
it's meant to be a difficult. It's meant to be a
Or we
very.
didn't put points into it, which is why.
So you two are too busy bickering, and Reginald, you start to smell a bit of smoke coming from the bus, and you
No,
notice a bit of fire starting by the end, where you'd put the fuel in as it starts
it.
to
I
ignite.
was wanting to get some supplies from the bus, like get some metal and shit,
Yeah.
and like I was wanting to try and salvage like a sled from the bus.
Mhm. Well, you can act fast, or you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
Uh,
it going to explode? Is it not going to explode? Maybe it's going to catch fire. Maybe it'll go out with snow.
Liam, is there anything we need from the bus fast? Oh,
Seat
how
cushion.
easily would it be to remove one of the seats?
Pretty easily. I did state that some of them are like flung out, so they're like laying at the floor.
Okay, so any seats that are like laying, I would like to just like quickly grab out of the bus if it's one, if it's two, if it's three, whatever.
So you
But
rush
no more
into
than but no more than four.
you rush into the bus, seeing the fire. In your panic state, you manage to pull out 2 chairs, but while doing that, time
Yeah.
progresses and the fire starts to spread, and you hear whoosh, whoosh, coming from inside the bus.
Uh, I guess I'll just leave the bus alone
So
and
you
like
guys
take my
get
two
to
seats and go.
you take 2 seats and back off,
Let's get as
and
far
the
away from the bus as
bus.
possible in case that fuel decides to ignite.
Yes. So the
Uh,
the whooshing you were hearing starts to get louder, and as you're walking away, the bus detonates into flames, glass breaking and shattering from the heat and the cold. The door comes flying off at you and lands just next to you.
So you said the door
Hey, free
came off.
door.
What does the door look like? How easily could I fashion this into a sled if I tie some clothes together for a rope? improvised rope?
The door is a metal door that looks around about.
So basically, what I'm asking is, I want to bring these two seats and the door with me, but what
Yeah.
would be the best to have as the sled material?
So the best would probably be wood. So planks of wood, because all of this in the middle here is shattered glass. So all the edges here are sharp glass. The center is metal. The second center is metal in a cross-like fashion.
It's a door like that. Shit,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a pure metal door. Ah, well, shit, then the door isn't
No.
useful to me at all.
Oh,
Yes. So it is an old-fashioned bus. So it is that type of door. All the glass is completely shattered. There is not a singular frame that is in good condition. Every angle has little spikes. So if you would like, you could spend a bit of time with a stick or something, pressing all of it out to make it completely safe. If you still want to take it with you, it would be very difficult to carry, I would say. Like, it's not heavy, but it's awkward to carry because
Yeah.
of all the sharp glass. If you spend enough time making it safe, I'd say sure, bring it with you. But then comes the
Uh,
question of how are you going to carry all your luggage, all the stuff on you, a door, and two chairs.
I don't think we can feasibly bring the. Okay, so how what's the seat like?
The seats
Describe
are
it to me.
all in good condition. They are standard sofa seats. Standard
Sofa seat.
sofa seats. And they are
Uh,
all perfectly fine with a
how
metal
how well
frame
s-
that
how
attached
well
them.
does it slide in the snow? Because like you can drag just about anything in the snow and it's
Y-
usually
They
goes
smooth enough.
they
reasonably well as long as
they
it's
should
not too heavy.
their frames at the bottom would be like that because
Yeah.
they would fit
So if I just
butts.
take it and drag it a bit over the snow, does it slide easily enough on the snow?
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. So I could take the seats and snack them on top of each other and then like put the metal door on top of that. And then
And
I have this bag of clothes, right? And then I take them and like stretch them out and like tie them together to like
make a
improvise a
rope.
rope. Yeah,
And
and
you,
I have this bag and the bag has a strap, right? And I will
yeah,
also use this to improvise and use this strap to like hold in, like have the strap as like the end where I hold because it's better to have like if I'm pulling it like with my chest,
yeah,
and then I'll place the bag empty or whatever is left like also on the pile,
okay.
and I will put down my flashlight and I will say, Jonathan, I will pull this. You are old and frail. You will take us in the direction. Follow the bloody footprints.
So you the bloody footprints, and they lead off the road, and they lead into the forest, and you walk into the deep, dense forest. You pull this heavy thing. It's how much strength?
Yeah, strength to see how well I do.
No. It's more or less just like extreme success. It's good. But I was gonna say you were gonna be able to pull it anyway. I just want to see
Just see how
65.
slow
So
it is.
you're not very fit, but you're above average. You've lifted weights and done your laps around the world. You're a bit of a fit person. So this is not too much for you. You pull this thing like nothing, but with the extreme success I would explain is with the adrenaline pumping through your veins, you pull this like nothing, and it just flies over the snow as you
Uh,
progress down the forest.
yeah. Hopefully,
So
I don't ruin any of the clothes from the bag, so I have additional clothes.
so you
Uh,
progress and you follow the blood, and soon enough you start to notice the footprints are no longer showing up, but just the blood.
uh, keep following. Jonathan, you sure we have gone the right way? There are no more footprints here.
Boris, I
No.
mean, original. I've been following you.
I specifically asked you to
Well,
take the lead.
well, if I was the one leading, then I've done a great job so far because there's still blood. There's still blood. There's no footprints, but there's blood. So obviously the man is levitating.
And while
You
you
need
two are,
to shine the light better. It's difficult to see.
Okay, can I shine the light better? No,
You-
apparently I can't. Yes, can I?
no, you can't.
No, I can't. See, even the god of this world says we can't.
While you two are bickering, you hear a shriek. You know, like how an elk screams, in a sense?
Is it not? Is it not like an autistic screech? Like,
It's like.
yo,
You hear
freaking deer make a
loud.
horrifying sound.
Yes. So
I
yeah.
I wanna quickly like I wanna like feel for my gun, and then I wanna like untie the clothes and like stuff it into the bag and like reattach the rame, so I at
So
least have the bag of stuff, the clothes.
you, yeah. So you go for your gun and you try to feel for it, and it's not there.
Dun dun dun.
It's not in my it's not in my suit,
No,
not in my
it
right
must
pocket.
it must have fallen out when you were flying into the air.
I should have
Reginald,
checked.
what are you looking
No,
for?
my gun.
Your gun?
Jonathan, I have lost the gun. It is a big problem.
How did you lose the gun?
When the bus fell over, it must have dropped out of my pocket. Do I still have my bullets?
You feel for your bullets and you put your hand in your pocket and you feel you only have a few left. Like to count them?
Nah, and I'll just leave it for now.
Okay. You ignore how many
But
bullets. Yeah.
okay.
So
Jonathan, quickly now, do we want to abandon the seats or not?
well, while you two are bickering and you're trying to find your gun.
I'm trying. I'm putting the clothes in the bag.
Okay. While you
I'm
do
just
all of
stuffing it in.
yeah, while you do all of this, you hear a elk, or what you would presume to be an elk, screech out louder than you've ever heard in the direction you came from.
Where we came
What would you like
from?
to do? Yes.
From where we came.
Carry on in the direction we're going and away from where we came.
Okay. I
don't
I
really
wanna take the bag and like have it over my shoulder, right? Briefcase in one hand. I actually wanna give my briefcase to Jonathan and say, "Carry this, old man. I will bring one of the car seats."
How heavy is this damn briefcase of yours?
It is not heavy at all. It's like a few books.
Okay, I'm sure I can manage that, but listen, books are heavy. Wait, can I use the briefcase as like a bludgeoning weapon if I swing it around hard enough?
Yes.
If you want.
Sure. Yes.
Improvised weapons.
Cool. Let's do that. Just in case, you never know. It could be some kind of
I'll hand in my
gravy
knife
elk.
as well.
Okay.
Use this if you need. And then I'll take the bag like with the clothes in and the rame strapped on. I'll ditch one of the car seats and the door, and I'll
Keep
like
one.
carry the other one in my arm as I
As
hold my cane in my right hand.
you thump all that dead weight down, you hear a scream again, but it's getting closer and it's coming from the same direction.
Now move, Jonathan. We must hurry.
And
Okay.
as you look in the direction, you see only trees
Ah, yes.
and no more trail of blood.
Oh, great. Okay, well, can we just.
Can I? Oh, I don't really have hand space.
Well,
We'll keep moving, Jonathan.
yeah, let's
Keep
just follow
moving.
this path. Is there some kind of
Yeah,
path
just-
we can follow?
Yep, there's a trail of blood in front of you, but behind, There are no more footsteps and blood.
But you said there's no more blood
The
anymore.
footsteps disappeared from behind us, even the trail from where we were dragging the seats in the snow.
No more trail.
The trail has disappeared. This is strange indeed.
Okay. Well,
Can
And you,
I do?
yeah,
Can I as we're walking, obviously,
look behind you.
consult my memory of
You,
this would be
you.
where the trail has disappeared.
So
Uh,
you're not thinking of supernatural. You're just thinking memory, like to backtrack.
I'm not to backtrack. I'm thinking of do you want an occult check or a history check?
No, no check. You can give
Like
me. You can.
I'm trying to. Is there some kind of mythical creature that I have studied that I prepared for here that might
Nope.
be some sort of Russian
Mythos
since
type of. Yeah.
yeah, Russian mythos type of thing that would be described as let's say there's this cursed woods in folklore that the
Mm.
trails vanish instantly, or is there something I know of along those lines?
You try to recall without a check, and
I can make a check if you want to.
no, you don't have to make a check.
Whatever.
You don't have to make a check. You remember fully that you have read nothing along these lines. You would have read maybe about the deer screaming, and you would assume maybe that's like a Wendigo or something, but you're unsure
Yeah.
as you've never
But
thought of any creature
when you
of
said
like,
dare elk, I knew what you were on about.
oh, yeah.
Wendigos.
No,
I've heard of
you
such
hear it,
creatures in folklore.
and you would assume to yourself maybe it's a Wendigo that's screaming, but you've never heard or read of anything that surrounds a Wendigo or this area that makes parts vanish and you more or less displaced yourself in the world, because now that you think about it, your surroundings don't feel the same anymore.
Hmm.
There is a blockade.
As we're walking, right, following this blood trail, walking with a bit of purpose, and we've got maybe a minute away from where we were, and I turn back to look at where the seat is and stuff. Is it still there? The seat?
No, they are no longer there.
They just so the seat and the door just disappeared.
They have
As we left it.
vanished, and you start to know eerie rolling in from that direction.
Going away from that direction.
You head
We must
deep.
hurry, Jonathan. There is something terribly wrong about these woods.
You
Shit.
It
head
is not good for my gut feeling.
you head deeper into the forest, and you start to notice a wooden cabin coming into sight in between the trees.
A cabin in the woods. Oh no, that can't be good. Well, let's go to it.
You head
Yes,
towards
let us head to the cabin. It will be a good place to rest for the night.
you
Better
head
than out in the woods.
Yes. You head towards the cabin and you notice it is fully intact, but it is old. The wood seems rotten. The door seems almost half broken. The windows have gone like a stained, dirty color. It seems old as the ages.
I
Let's knock on the door.
walk in. I walk in.
You go to grab the door and it falls off its hinges and
Oh,
back into the house, and you look inside and see nothing but darkness.
go inside and try and prop the door back up again as well as we can.
You head inside. Let me just delete some
Yeah.
stuff. So you head inside this cabin and
Reginald,
you
help me
notice
lift the door.
a few things.
Mhm.
Okay, free. So
I
let's just
wanna this is
wait.
where the blood trail ends, right? At the cabin.
It ends at no, the blood trail ended long ago.
Oh.
The blood trail ended long ago.
Roughly how long have you been like walking, running?
I don't know. How long have you been running?
None of us have a watch.
Which is one of the items. None of you
Like,
picked it.
I should have had a watch. That's something I should have had. That's like I think the only thing I've forgotten that I should have.
So let's get some.
I can blame my
buttons.
forgetfulness on my age.
Yes, ironically, which is going to be great for implement Liam with his age.
I'm just gonna delete the gun from my sheet then.
Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Just keep it on. You won't use it until you get one. Yeah. So keep it on. Not all things, like I said to Daniel, are permanently gone. You might get one later. You might get the same one. It's all very if at the moment, since it's just the starting point.
Was I gonna guaranteed lose the gun?
Hmm?
Was I guaranteed gonna lose my gun?
Yes. You were guaranteed going to lose the gun. But you have a
Damn
chance to
you.
get it later. You will have a chance to get guns
Damn
later.
you. My self-defense? At least I have my sword and my dagger.
Which I liked, and that's why I asked so many questions on person. You know, the cane seems like a cool idea. I like that. Okay, so let's get one last one, and that will be brown.
What are these things?
So this is just the layout of the cabin. So what would it be appropriate color? Let's just make it this here. Okay, so you walk inside and you see a standard hunting cabin. To the yellow, you can see a bed. You can see a table with two chairs. Something's on the table. You're unsure at the moment, just standing at the door. The blue is the fireplace, and the red to the left. Let's
This
just
is a
do
window?
that. That's a window, and this is the door. The door has currently fallen in and is sitting like that.
I wanna walk over towards the bed. I wanna, put down my bag. I'll prop down the seat like against the wall.
So you walk to the bed and you drop off your rucksack and all your stuff next to the bed, I would assume, and grab a
Yeah.
chair and go and lean up against the wall and have a breather.
Yeah, I put the chair down. I go over to Jonathan. I say, I can take my suitcase now, my briefcase. You can keep the flashlight, but do not waste the battery because it seems we are stuck here for a while.
All right, of course. Here is your
Please add the
suitcase.
appropriate flashlight and stuff given over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll reduce my flashlight by 1, and then you have a flashlight.
Yeah.
I'll take all my other things back, just in case it needs to be stated. So,
Yeah.
Jonathan, before we rest for a little bit, let us let us see if we cannot fix this door.
Yes, let's fix the door before whatever is out there comes towards us.
Jonathan, I know you are a frail old man. You should hold on to the knife, though.
Thank you very much.
It might be useful.
Indeed, it will.
Just so we have a weapon. So you can write down like small knife. It's like this ornamental knife. It's not like a wood carving knife. It's more fancy than useful, if anything.
That's an improvised weapon. It's fine.
It'll do the job.
Yeah.
I think
Any damage is good damage.
it's better than punching.
Yeah. I'll punch with a knife instead.
Yeah, I've deleted my knife, so write it down so it doesn't disappear.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we like reattach the door somehow?
So you
Taking a
go-
look around the cabin, like, is there like a screwdriver or a hammer and nails to like fasten the door?
There
Is
actually
it like
is.
So
Oh,
So
I
you,
assume like the hinges just like broke off or like
yeah,
fell out. The spike, the nails fell out the hinges or something along those lines, right? Whatever.
yes. So it's a
And
simple
we
enough job. You go to fix the door. You push it up and you tell the old man, "Hey, hold this door quickly," and he holds it up for you while you just apply the appropriate screws to the hinges.
Mm.
The door is fixed. Maybe.
it's like holding in place, which helps a ton. Is
It's
there any wood around the fireplace?
you find a singular log.
Heaven is the fireplace.
The
What?
fireplace.
So okay. So what type of things are in the cabin here?
So you find two chairs, a table, a bed, a fireplace with a singular log. Upon looking at the fireplace, you notice there's coals and they are warm as if just used a few days ago. You also notice that on the table there is a notebook and a key.
Okay, one key. Okay, so two wooden chairs, a wooden table, a fireplace, one log, one notebook, one key,
I would like to have a look at the
one
notebook.
bed.
Yeah, one bed with appropriate one duvet, one pillow, sheets.
Well, it's a good thing this Frenchman has his own pillow and blanket.
You can sleep on the floor.
Oh, I was gonna suggest the old man takes the bed.
Yeah. So
I
you
think
go to the notebook, Mr. Jonathan, and it's dusty and old.
this notebook
Um,
is dusty and old.
you
Yes,
said there was something about this thing on the table.
that's the
What's?
notebook and the
Oh, that's
key.
not a. Okay.
So you, I would assume, inspect the key, and Liam, Mr. Jonathan inspects the notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you pick up a key. It's an old, big brass key, and it looks on inspection to be a safe key. And it has a number attached to it on a little tassel that says 21 in big black font.
The key says 21.
21, yes. And you, Mr. Jonathan, what would you like to do with this book?
I would like to look at the notebook with my torch flashlight.
You open it, and the pages are barely holding in place, and you read the first page. This is the journal of bus driver Boris.
It's Boris's journal.
The first page, as you flip over, reads, "This is journal of bus driver Boris. I am not writing diary. Diary is for pussies. This is manly journal because I'm manly man. I'm only taking notes to remember my name. I've been here for so long, so many days. Finding supplies, finding food, it's getting harder. And those things, they are everywhere. I can't go on like this. I'll take the key and I will get to the vault. It's the only way out."
We'll get to the what?
The vault,
The vault.
yes. And the more you read, the more odd the writing gets, the more frantic, the more less English. Well, it
Or
would be in Russian,
or like
obviously, but
legible.
it would be less human, if that makes sense.
Oh.
It gets more primitive, as if he's losing intelligence. And the words get more and more. They come at night, 7 p.m., home, safe, fire. And the words eventually become unreadable until you get to the last paragraph. "I am Boris. I will get to vault. I have to."
Hmm.
And the book ends. Would you like to
I'm
add?
just taking notes.
Yeah, good. That is good. Anything you'd like me
Uh,
to repeat?
mm, no, I think it's good. Is there any more supplies in the cabin? Is there any axes, knives, daggers?
The the
Uh,
the
uh,
the, the cabin is completely bare. It is
so
all there is cobwebs everywhere. It's
so
dusty.
judging by the fire, could I make some sort of intelligence check to see how long the fire was lit? To see like, you probably like to get a rough guesstimate of like when Boris left here.
Yeah, you can try. Let's see. Let's go. Where's practice? Good old practice. I'd say spot check, honestly.
Spot hidden? Oh, you cannot just use spot hidden on everything.
So, so spot hidden is senses, though, is the thing. So, I would say it's like you putting your hand near the fire to and like to smell how long ago this was made.
Can't I try to psychoanalyze the fireplace?
But now do you see what I mean about like some characters are extremely good at some things, and if you don't have someone who's good at one thing, oh, you're going to fucking suffer. This is why I pushed Daniel so hard to get spot hidden, because it's such a good, it's the best trait to have.
It's the best trait because you want to use it instead of my intelligence.
Well, not really. I mean, if you can, okay, how would you validate the intelligence then? Would you say from experience that you made a lot of fires in your manor, or
Well,
did your
okay.
servants make them?
Um, I imagine. I don't know if I have servant. Maybe I have one servant or two, like or cook and then someone to do cleaning and shit. One or
Yeah.
two servants. Uh, I imagine that I would
How about
often
the
sit in front of the
education?
fireplace and like read books, and I would like, I would see the flame dwindling. Maybe I don't light the fire myself and like maintain it, but I would like see it as it's going out, and I would be like, no, 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 leave it. It will burn for another, like 2 hours, and I'm only staying up for that long, right?
Okay, that makes sense. Give me a history check to recall.
History, okay, that's much better.
You have a hard success, and you can tell that this is 3 days old.
3 days since the fire like went out ish.
Yes. Yes.
So that means he could have left, like, you can easily get a fire to burn for 24 hours if you stack the wood properly.
Yeah.
So it might be 4 days since he left.
Yes. And you notice there's only one single left to use. Anything else? No, there's nothing of relevance that's in the
Uh,
house. No.
okay, so we don't really have any wood, we don't really have anything to uh, light a fire with. Do I think I reasonably could get with the coals, the remains, and the log if I used knife and like carve the wood a little bit? How long do I think I could stretch the fire to?
I
For
would
that?
say your best bet is to go with that and roll me a luck die.
Ooh.
Jonathan, we need some fire so we don't freeze to death tonight.
Yeah,
I think we must use this log and one of the wooden chairs.
that sounds good. You can just always sit on the bed.
Uh,
Just break
yes,
the
we
chair
should we
then.
should keep the bed and the chair for as long as possible.
Break the one chair
So,
then.
would you like to use the curtains as well?
There's curtains. No,
No, I don't
no, 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 no.
think we
We want
need
our
that.
privacy. We don't want
So
So
the
you
others
can
I
watching us.
curtains
uh
closed then.
yeah, we'll keep the curtains and all the stuff there. I was thinking we use one of the wooden chairs, right?
Okay,
The log. And I have
so
like
one wooden chair and one log. You break them apart and you pop them in there.
yeah,
Roll me a luck die to see if the wood takes to the little embers left over.
yeah. I'll like carve it a little bit. Oh,
Extreme success,
ah,
Oh,
and
really?
that's so
you
lucky.
notice some smoke and the fire starts to gain life ever so slowly, and you notice there are pipes in the house. Give me a
Pipe?
second. Pipes. There's light now. You notice that there are pipes all along the corners of the house, all connected to this fireplace. And as the fire burns, it shuts closed, and you start to notice some smoke coming out of these pipes ever so slowly, like a dim mist as it bottles in the room.
Um, and I like investigate it and like try to deduce if this is like pure smoke, if this is some mist, or if this is some other alchemical thing, and
You
like
go to
bring.
investigate it. What would be appropriate? I would say biology, natural world biology.
Uh, Give my natural world a chance, and I'll ask if I don't know. I'll ask Jonathan for some help.
Of course.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
Natural
Never
hard
mind.
success. Go to investigate this fireplace, and it's like a dishwashing machine. You pop a log in and you close it with a hatch. But for some reason, when you pop this log in and it's to life with the embers, it closed itself. And all the pipes along the house started to, how can I say, exhale the smoke. As you see, there's actually no chimney, interestingly enough.
Oh,
hmm.
And all these fumes start to go out the house. And you go to, how can I say, investigate. You go closer to the pipes and you feel nothing. You are not getting any pain in your lungs from breathing in the smoke. It doesn't affect your vision too much. It's just a dim little mist now lingering throughout the house.
oh. I go to bed.
You go to bed, you go and lay in bed, you're like, huh, interesting.
I'll convey
Interesting.
all this to Jonathan
I'm
and say, oh,
clearly
old
just
man,
old.
it seems this smoke protects us from the Wendigos out there. These foul, deer-like beasts who screams like nothing else.
So while you're telling him a
Have
bedtime
these
story, it
fumes made you
starts to
Russian
get
now, Reginald?
late. And you notice you've been up for a few hours now. You're tired after all of this physical activity. Jonathan's an old man, he's naturally tired.
Yeah,
Life is
I'll
pain.
help him into bed. Say, sleep now and sleep tightly. And I'll, take the chair and like kind of prop it up against the wall. Use my winter blanket and my like neck pillow.
You
Like,
prop up near the fireplace
uh,
to gain some heat,
yeah,
and you doze.
I imagine I have my like seat here, and then like I have my bag here, and I have my like legs on the bag, and then like I
Yeah,
have
so
my
you're
neck
there.
pillow, and like it's kind of semi comfortable. It's better than sleeping on the floor.
So you are sitting up there and you pass out into the night, sleeping in your comfort. I'd like a listening check extreme from both of you.
Oi. Okay. Let's see. Listening.
No,
Yeah,
4% chance.
No.
yeah, it's a difficult one. You're sleeping deep into the night, and you faintly hear a scratching noise running across the walls, coming from just behind you, Mr. Frenchman, heading this way. But you pay no mind to it, you're deep in your sleep, and
Mm.
it continues and it goes down this way, and it stops, and then it continues back, and it stops, and then there's nothing but silence.
Silence is good.
Ah,
and in your sleep, you hear this chair move.
You hear what?
You hear what?
This
You
chair
hear this chair, it moves like a.
Oh,
I'll like rouse, I suppose, then if I hear this.
Yeah, you hear it fully.
Is the fireplace still burning?
Faintly, the room is lit. The log has started to run out.
Is the smoke still going?
The smoke is dimly going through the room still.
Is it bright enough for me to see the entire room, or do I need to like bring out the flashlight?
You would have to bring out the flashlight. It's very faint, but like imagine trying to walk at night when it's like
Yeah,
just about.
I know what you mean. Yeah, so I bring out my flashlight and I squint my eyes as I turn it on and like flash over in the direction of the chair.
You flash over in the direction of the chair, and you see the chair is no longer where it was. It's on the other side now.
hmm.
The chair has moved from this side of the table to this side.
Hmm.
Um, how do I feel? Generally you can feel like how many hours you've slept. Like, do I feel like I've slept 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours? Right? How well rested do
You
I feel?
feel drowsy as if you slept 1 hour, but at the same time, your body feels as if it's rejuvenated.
Have I regenerated any hit points? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Saying like, you know, when you have like an hour's sleep, you
Yeah.
feel you can feel very horrible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then at the same time, if you sleep too much, you also feel horrible.
Well, usually an hour's sleep is like that's like a power nap a lot of the
Yeah,
time, so that
yeah,
like just helps. But like if it's more than an hour, actually get more tired unless you sleep like a
yes.
proper amount.
Yes. So what I mean is like you've slept, but you don't know how much. But normally what happens is when you've slept a bit and you suddenly wake up and your body's like put into like wake up mode so suddenly you feel horrible. You don't feel great. It's not like a great waking up. It's like as if a gunshot has just gone off next to your head, like your body's just shocked awake.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So you
I'll stand up. I'll holding the flashlight in my left hand. I'll I'll stumble around with my cane, leaning on it heavily, walking over to the table. I wanna take a look at the door.
So you walk over to the table and you look at the door, and the door seems to be slightly open.
I
And
wanna slowly back up and so the cane, it has this like handle, right?
Does the
Where it
yeah,
handle turn?
Yeah, and I wanna like unsheathe the sword from within.
you unsheath the sword working backwards, and you hear a gurgle behind you.
I wanna swing at it at the sound.
You, you swing blindly at nothing.
Hmm. Hmm.
You turn
I
around and you see Jonathan sleeping baby.
What up?
It has been a long road.
So if I take and fully scan the room, like looking for anything out of place, can
You
I see something?
scan around the room and you see nothing out of place. But there's
Uh,
one thing you do see. The chair is back on the side.
I wanna use the smoke seem to be thinning out.
The smoke is thinning out and running out.
I wanna take the table and the chair and like kind of I wanna break off like the table legs and like break the chair up and like uh kind of place it in the fire again and like add to the fire using the table and the chair.
You go for
You
the table and the chair. And as you walk over to this chair over here, Mr. Jonathan,
Hmm.
you feel something playing with the side of the bed.
Can I look and see what
I
is
don't know.
next to the bed?
Do you wake up in your deep sleep?
I don't know. Do I wake up?
Yes. You
Okay.
feel something pulling your bed away from you.
Hey,
Your
hey,
bedding is going over the bed.
Reginald, leave my duvet alone. Leave it alone. I'm trying to sleep.
You hear
What were you
Jonathan
saying,
say,
old man? I am adding to the fire. Huh.
What the hell's pulling my bedding?
I would have turned and look at the bed.
You look at the bed and the door opens behind you.
Oh my. I want to turn to the door, I guess, as it opens as I hear. What do I
You-
see?
You see a tall, slender figure.
Ah, yes, that sounds like a Wendigo. Yeah, you can hear that Wendigo in the background there, hey? Yes.
I'm levying my sword, leaning on my right leg, shining my flashlight in the direction of this creature.
You flash your flashlight at it.
Yeah, I wanna like shine my light at it, looking at
You
it is.
flash your light at this thing in its face, and it extends its arms out, and you see two big black wings as this thing walks
It's
inside
not a Wendigo.
and screams at you. I'd like a con save.
From both
Uh,
of us.
Yep.
I was gonna do I was gonna do something more.
Let's see. Con. Do I just click on con?
You just click on con. Regular, you pass.
Hey.
Extreme success. The old man does not have a heart attack. He is fine. He has
For
dealt
now.
with nightmares before. This is no different.
I have a heart defense.
don't don't take away from my success, okay? Just because just because he's frail, he's barely holding on.
It's like just
Well,
because I
you
didn't lose
have this
health doesn't mean
creature.
that-
It walks in the house and screams at you, and we roll initiative.
Excuse me, it's a bit rude to scream in someone's house. Yes, hello.
I assume Jonathan is fully awake at this point.
Yes, the scream is nothing. So this is more or less what you see. Give me a second. I'll post it in D&D. So who has the highest dex?
I have 35. I assume I have the highest.
Yeah.
That's what you see walk into the room.
Ah, that's from Dark Souls. Bird ladies.
Oh, what the hell?
It's some sexy bird ladies from Dark Souls 1. Foxy has good taste, you know.
Ah, yes.
Mhm. So this thing has 90. Oh no, I lied. It has 80. Old man, what's your dex?
Oh, you asked me about sorry. Am I doing a dex check?
No, you don't do a dex check. Just what is your dex number?
32.
Hmm?
32.
So 30, so it's 80. What's yours, Chris?
35.
35, and then 32. So it goes first, then Chris.
Wait, so it gets a free round even though
It just
Yeah,
came-
you
I
you
spotted it.
you've provoked it with the flashlight, which is why I asked. It doesn't like light.
Okay, turn the lights off and then we go to sleep.
Too late.
No, no,
It's
no,
seeing
no,
you.
no. We this is like we have to fight it at this point.
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, is this why?
So it rushes over to Mr. Reginald with his light, and it
Sir
attempts.
Reginald, excuse me, okay?
Sir Reginald, and it attempts to grapple you.
Can you be a sir if you're not British?
What was grapple?
There were French nobility as well, okay?
Okay.
So
It's
it attempts to
pronounced
grapple
tan.
you.
Okay.
Extreme success. Ooh,
Roll?
you can retaliate or you
Oh,
can
oh,
dodge.
you rolled as me.
Oh, I rolled as you. What? Why is your
Wow.
brawl so high?
My brawl wasn't so high. It is 80 now. What did
Why
you
is
do to my sheet?
nothing? What the fuck? I just clicked on your thing and it's
Oh my
so
word. Reginald's evolving. Oh, this turns me on.
Reginald's actually just secretly buff.
He's a Pokemon.
Why is your
You know,
brawl so
I don't know
high?
what it was. I think it was like 40 earlier.
What? But
Let me
wait,
just
what
get
is
to 40.
brawl? Oh, of Cthulhu. So
Would
what?
my sword be brawl?
Your sword is brawl. It's improvised.
Yeah.
Is that maybe it's so high? Did you invest in brawl?
No, I didn't invest in brawl really. Like it, and I had reduced it to 40. It was 40 earlier, and then like you hit edit button on my cheat, and then it was 80. Oh, I know what it was. You know when you typed 80 in the chat, you typed 80 dex, right?
Oh, I put
So
it in there by
you probably
you.
clicked on my brawl, right?
Yeah, that is my bad then. Okay, so it
Fucking
will
DM. My dodge is
will
reduced now as well. What?
wait. I reduced your dodge.
Uh,
Did I put
will
it to 35 or something by mistake?
no, it's 22. I put points into it yesterday. I think it was 35 or 38. I had put some points. I had put 15 points into it, so it's 37.
Okay, well it
Yeah.
is fine. Oh yeah. By the way, can people see practice, or is it just me?
Might just
Just
be
you.
Just me, okay. Because I'm gonna use like the practice sheets to make creatures and just give them their stats out here because it's just much easier than making a creature.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll re-roll. It's
Yes,
practically
reroll.
stall. So it's a regular success. So now you get to choose if you want to retaliate or dodge. Dodge, you have to meet to beat. Retaliate, you have to get a better success. So you have to get a hard success or an extreme success to beat it.
And dodge, I just have to get a success.
Dodge is just a success. I think it is.
So there's a 37% chance of me passing dodge, and there is a 20% chance of me passing brawl.
Yeah, and brawl, if you pass it, it doesn't hit you, but you get to hit it. If you pass the retaliate. You also have special action, which is called maneuver, and that is more or less if you want to do something very specific, like I push a chair to trip it, or
Hmm.
I restrain it, or something like that. Do nothing is you literally do nothing. It's if it makes a melee attack against you and you
Yeah.
do nothing, it's an auto hit. But
Yeah.
if it's a range attack and you do nothing, it's not a guaranteed hit.
Yeah, so I'm imagining I'm standing here next to the chair, right?
Yeah.
I was busy like taking off the legs, you know, putting it upside down and like breaking up one of
Yes.
the legs.
And it rushed you.
I heard something from the bed. I dropped the leg, right?
Yeah.
Picked up my cane, looked over at the bed. There was nothing there. I heard the door open. I looked at the door, like looking with my flashlight as well, right?
Yeah.
I had like my sword in my right hand, flashlight in my left, and like I have my sword out front,
Perfectly within reason.
uh, like staring it down. And you know, as it's running forward, I say, "Foul beast, yo, foul beast, you have come to meet your maker."
But you didn't. But you didn't
And
make it, Reginald.
I will go for the style points and retaliate. Fuck, it
You
wouldn't have mattered.
fail.
I
It
would have failed anyway.
grabs it grabs you and it pushes you into the table and holds you down and it screams in your face. I'd like a con save.
Can I just ask, is this why Hooga doesn't like crows anymore?
Yes.
Odd success, you
Again.
pass, you stay intact, you are fine mentally, and it ends its turn. It is now your turn,
My turn.
and
Yeah.
You have
So
to
so I'm
spend
currently grappled and held.
restrained. So
Right.
you have to spend an act. You have to have a tug of war now to get unrestrained. So you have to do strength saves to see.
Yeah.
You
Okay. So it's opposed strength checks to see who gets
uh
who has
yes,
control.
yes,
Yeah.
and
I
you have
suppose I'll do that.
to and you have to more or less have better outcome. So you got
Ooh.
an extreme success. Nothing beats that. You kick it off of you, and it goes flying, and it lands on the wall, and it is thrown.
Jonathan, go gouge his eyes out.
I'm not a
This will be good
Pokemon.
research.
It's like,
Okay,
go, Jonathan,
Jonathan,
use eye
it is your
gouge. Jonathan would like to. What is Jonathan going to do? What can Jonathan do? What is Jonathan to do? Jonathan would like to find out what the hell was pulling on his duvet, on his bed, on his bedding. Since
There's
You
this screeching and screaming. You hear Reginald screaming, "Stab it! Gouge its eyes out! You monster!"
well, the
And
thing
you're
is that
like,
you
"Oh
never
yes,
know.
my
That
family's
might not.
getting tugged."
That might not be the real threat because, like, my bed was being tugged at. Like, what was that? But this thing's over by the door. But now, what was tugging on my bed?
you
Maybe
go to
it's
look
its
under your
baby.
bed.
Maybe it's his baby that it's looking for, and the baby just happened to wander in. And now we can give the baby back, and it will leave us alone, perhaps. Can
Is
I?
that your action to look under the bed?
Yes.
You get down on your knees while Reginald fighting for his life, and you slowly lift up. I assume you have your flashlight.
Yeah.
You slowly lift the duvet and you shine the light under the bed, and you see a crow face right next to yours,
Uh-huh.
and it screams at you. Please make a con save.
Back. Yeah, I told you there was something there. Maybe it's his baby.
Upon looking at it, it is. Fail.
No matter, Jonathan. It does not matter if this is its baby or not. We have to fight for our lives.
Or we just give the baby
This
back.
is
Maybe
the
it'll, you
problem
know.
with you.
Maybe
You
it'll leave us
simple
alone.
Englishman, you do not fight for anything. Not for freedom. Not for equality.
Because we've never
for
not
unity.
been. You know, the funny thing is, England never not been free, apart from the Romans, I think.
You start to fall asleep, Mr. Jonathan.
You must
get
be of
flashed.
Saxon descent.
Well, I get to go back to sleep. Yay!
Yeah, you get flashes of a crow's head in your mind. It flashes rapidly. It starts to hurt a bit. You feel that type of headache you get behind your eyes,
Oh, I don't like that.
and you start to lose a bit of consciousness as it's its turn. It comes outside of the bed, comes out. English. It crawls out,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes for your legs, and it tries to pull you under the bed. Make
Nah,
a suppose strength checks.
I'd prefer to, you know, go on top of the bed and sleep there. Sorry, strength. Oh.
Strength, yeah.
Oh.
Failure.
Oh my god, you have 16 strength. Oh my god, why did you reduce your strength to
Failure.
16?
What was it? It was the lower
Can-
roll wins?
can
I
I
think the
make an
lower roll
educated
wins. Yours
check?
is lower, so you win.
Wait,
So
what?
you win. You're both equally weak. You're a fragile old man. This is a young baby bird creature you're unfamiliar with. It tries to pull a fully grown human under the
That's
bed.
90
All it does
strength.
is it crawls at it claws at your ankle, and you can retaliate if you wish. You can
Ah.
retaliate. You can go to do a special action.
Can I grab it?
Liam, try to throw it towards the door.
Oh, can I grab it? Can I
You
grab it
go
and
to-
try to throw it towards the door?
You can make a grapple at this prone baby. It has no
Okay, how do I
can't dodge.
grapple?
Brawl.
Come on, bro.
Oh.
You miss. This thing is too nimble. It's frantically squirming
Sounds
around
small.
on the ground under your feet like a fucking rabid dog biting your ankle. It's pretty hard to get a hold of. And now it is the big bird. Big Burb stands up and spends its action going to defend Baby Burb.
Ah,
It
okay.
rushes over to aid its baby and it goes to grapple you.
I mean, defend its baby. I did nothing to it.
He doesn't know
Critical
that.
success. Oof. It grabs you.
Oh,
It grabs you and it
doesn't
screams straight into
doesn't he
your.
get a chance to to defend?
Why doesn't it
Yeah,
grab
I
the
don't know how you're going to
child?
defend a critical success though. Nothing.
He has to critically success himself. You know, there's a 1% chance.
I would defend against that.
It would be
Dodge.
dodge or retaliate.
Yeah, I'll dodge. Oh.
You nimbly go into its hand. And it screams with advantage into your face.
Oh joy.
Oh yeah, advantage.
Wait, so I have to do a con save then.
Yeah, con save. With a penalty die.
Uh,
You fail anyway. So it screams into your face, and you feel your eyes start to roll back into your head. Everything is a blur, the world is spinning, and you flop over onto the floor.
I was just trying to input cheat codes.
What about it? It's just my roll 20 scripts for good rolls.
It is you, Mr. Christopher. You see Jonathan go down on the floor. It seems to leave him be. He's passed out. He's lifeless.
If I were to turn off my flashlight, how much would I see roughly?
Nothing.
No.
Like you would see very vague.
I
Like
wanna. Okay, I wanna hold the flashlight and I wanna be shining it at the floor, right? So I
Yeah.
like see some of the residual light on the creature, and I wanna I wanna circle towards here, right?
You want to? Just give me a second. I've got a sheet open. Yeah. So you want to shine
I,
light on the floor, and you
I
want to
wanna
move.
yeah, I
Okay.
wanna like shine it towards the ground, right? So I don't shine it at the creature.
Do you keep the? Is any part of you lit, or is it just the floor being lit? So a big
It's just
light,
there's just the floor, right? I wanna just like shine the light at the floor.
and that's your action.
I don't know. I'll walk over here, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
To put it into perspective, so you also know, Reginald is passed out over here. Mama
yeah.
Banshee's standing over here. Baby Banshee's over here.
I want to go over here, and I wanna like, can I ready an action to if they try to grapple me or something, or grab onto Jonathan
So,
Moore, attack them?
so you can't really ready an action in Cthulhu, unless it's a specific thing like a gun, where you choose to spend a turn aiming to get better accuracy. But in a
So I
event,
can't like take a defensive posture with my sword or something.
I would say you can. And then what I would do is I would give you like a advantage die
Okay,
if anything
I'll do
approaches.
that for this turn.
So you take a
I kind of want to
defensive.
see what happens. I will be shining my flashlight kind of over here, like floor slash wall, so I can see them a little bit with the residual light.
Okay. So you take that action and you see them tower over Jonathan, and they start to leave him alone. But now they turn their gaze over to the bright light and they look at it and they look for the source. They will make checks.
Could if I see them like turning towards the light, could I like just hit the button and turn it off?
That's within reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just give them both spot hidden checks. Spot hidden. Fail. Fail. They can't figure out where this light is coming from.
Yeah, but I see them like trying to look for the light so I can turn it off.
Yeah. So you see them investigating the light and looking around the room to find it, and you turn this light off, and you hear silence. and then you see the
Is there
figures.
still some light from the fireplace?
Yes, it's dim light. You can faintly make them out. So you faintly make them out just moving about the room. They're shuffling. You can hear a chair move, and then the door closes.
I want to slap Jonathan awake.
You move over to slap Jonathan, and you slap and you slap, and he doesn't wake up.
Hey.
He doesn't wake up.
Finally
He
passed
does
on.
not wake up.
Ah, but you see, I do wake up because I took a number of drugs that I never mentioned on the way here. No.
So he doesn't wake up. So I guess I'll just place him in the bed again.
Ooh.
You move to put Jonathan in the bed, and you hear a faint humming in the head. It feels soothing. It feels like home.
Humming from the bed.
No, humming in the back of your head.
Ah.
Like in your mind, you can hear like a like a faint humming. It feels warm. It feels embracing.
That's weird. I'll put him in the bed. I'll turn my flashlight on again. I'll check that there's nothing in the room, right?
Yes.
I'll give it a once over. I'll make sure the door is closed, right?
Yep. You move to go and
Uh,
close the door.
I'll break up the chair, put it in the fireplace, make sure it's continuing to smoke. I'll break up the table as well as at least as much as I think I need
Mm.
to make the fire going for the entire night.
Mm.
And I'll go to bed and I'll rest.
You go to rest, and you back into your deep sleep. I forgot to do something else earlier, but we'll do
Oh.
that in session.
Is the bed, is it like wooden bed frame?
Yes.
So guesstimating from how long the chair burned and the log,
It should
with this
get you.
table and the chair, do I need to break anything off of the bed as well?
No, you should. That should last you till the morning.
Okay.
And you fall back asleep, and everything fades to black. That's the end of the session.
I love how it's like, oh yes, what did what play of the oh sorry, I'm thinking now play of the game, and it's Jonathan just like and he goes to sleep.
I need both of you to roll me a sanity check
I'm asleep.
because you both encountered this creature for the first time.
Oh, well,
You pass, and you pass. You both only take 1 damage.
sanity.
Yeah,
Oh.
1 sanity damage, and then note down in
No, I
your.
failed.
Wait, what? What's the
Sorry.
pedal? What?
I was
I'm so
just
confused. Nobody rolled.
spamming.
Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I just rolled again to like see what it was like. So, if you go into settings, Liam, and on the bottom right side, you can see HP edit, MP edit, and sanity edit. Then you will get a second bar next to the thing.
Where
So you have
is
your
setting?
total on the right and your current on the left, right?
Sorry, you have to walk me through this like I'm a
So
child.
if you go to settings on your character sheet, right?
Where's setting?
Like you know where you can move like skills, combat,
there.
backstory, spells,
Yeah,
possessions,
got
right?
it.
You have settings, and on the bottom right side of the page there, you see HP edit toggle, MP edit toggle, sanity edit toggle, right? Turn all those on, right?
Okay.
Then you can easily edit your HP and your sanity.
Okay.
So if you take any damage, you can like adjust it on the left-hand side of your HP bar, and then you can adjust your sanity on the right-hand side, right?
Hey guys, do you
On
want
the left-hand side. So you have your total sanity 50, and then or 70, right, for you, and then you have your current sanity, which should be 69. Then since we
Nice.
took 1 damage. Does he lose more sanity since he failed his con?
No. So the con is, I feel like just so you can actually do your character's things of investigating. Also, another thing is go into your character sheets and go to backstory, and then scroll all the way down, and you'll see a thing called encounters with strange entities. Put there Banshee and in brackets 1.
So we both just
So-
click.
Yeah,
You have
So-
to click edit first.
edit. Yeah. So
Banshee.
how this works
Banshee.
is every time you encounter a creature, you lose sanity. You make a sanity, and if you pass, you only lose about like 1. If you failed, you lose 1d, whatever I deem, depending on how grotesque it is. If you encounter the same creature more or less a certain amount of times, you can only take so many sanity damage. So you can only lose 5 sanity over a certain creature before you become used to it.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean you don't find it horrifying. It just means it's not as horrifying anymore. It doesn't scare you as much,
It's like
but it's
seeing
still a
something
horrifying
disgusting.
entity.
You know it's disgusting, but it disgusts you slightly less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's disgusting, but you don't get fucking scared out of your mind.
Yeah, you don't lose your mind over it anymore. It's how I explained it to
You don't have
was
nightmares
it's
about
like a
it.
person in the zombie apocalypse. He understands zombies are scary, but he's not going to lose his mind over it like in the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. He's
yeah.
become a hardened veteran.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just writing down like the successes I had. with
Banshee
checks.
and
Yeah.
Banshee
So
baby.
any successes you had, Liam, put a dot next to it.
Success of what?
Any
Any
check
skill
you made,
check.
any skill check you made, there's like a little dot next to it. So you look at like accounting, there's a dot next to it. So if you passed something where you didn't use your luck, you can put a dot in there, and at the end of what I deem, which I'm thinking of a week, you get to roll to see if you improve.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I had. Oh no, I did dex save. Never mind. That doesn't count.
Spot hidden.
Failed that. Failed that.
Spot hidden twice.
It's once.
Yeah, I'm just noting it down in case.
Yeah,
I-
no,
I
it's
have
literally only
first
once.
aid.
You can only improve once per area. So it doesn't matter how many times you passed it, as long as you passed it, you are creditable for a level up when the time comes.
Okay.
Reginald Delacour.
So now it will pick up from where both of you, or all of you, will meet each other. This will be the joint session.
Okay.
That Daniel had his introductory, you had your introductory. Pretty much the same.
Yeah. Cool.
I think Daniel got more information, but he got more information in terms of which is his field, where you people got more lore.
Okay. Let's go.
Any questions?
Hmm.
Any theories?
Now, okay. Quick question. The end of the session. Do we get the to be continued thing? And like the JoJo's end.
Yeah, I made some notes. I think I'm good on the thing. Will like sanity, con, strength, luck improve as like history, natural world, spot hidden?
No, those
No.
ones don't improve. Those ones stay as is.
I stay old man for all eternity.
Yeah, your luck fluctuates. So Liam, I don't know if you know, but you can spend luck as a currency. So if you fail a check, so say there, Jonathan failed 98 over 70, you can spend the difference in your luck to make that a pass.
And that uses
So
up your
if
luck.
yeah, it uses up your luck. But then now you have to understand that if I ask for a luck check, your luck percentile is down because you spent your luck.
Yeah.
So you have to find a very fine balance between spending your luck and actually saving your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Sanity is exactly the same, but sanity is a lot scary. Sanity works off if you lose more than 5 in a single encounter, you go slightly mad for a die hour. If you lose a certain percentage of your max sanity in a day, you go like more insane, and you may pick up a phobia or a mania, and you may or may not do things you dislike or go missing for several days. If you lose all your sanity, you're practically insane.
So, would we have avoided meeting the Banshee if we just like chopped both chairs up instantly and stuff?
How do you mean?
Was the Banshee encounter guaranteed?
Yes, for several reasons.
So there was like no way to get away with it. Just like there was no way for me to save the gun, no matter how much I would like state I look for it.
What, the gun? Oh no,
Yeah.
it's. I would have let you have the gun if you stated.
I was like thinking there's no way it falls out of my suit pocket
Yeah,
without
no,
me noticing.
it's a heavy object. You got flung into like the side of the bus at like a high velocity. You like slightly. You wouldn't notice like fall in the pocket because it's like you're way too concerned with you like being okay. You stand up. You're a bit disorientated. You don't think, oh, is my gun still on me? You think of more of like, oh, I'm
Am I
alive.
okay?
What the fuck is going on? Where's everyone? Is my partner still alive? Where is. You don't think of like.
I also think we could have brought both the chairs. Thinking about it now, I should have double checked for my gun.
Mm,
It would have been so much better. I think we could have killed the Banshee then with the gun.
mayhaps. Mayhaps.
Uh,
But otherwise,
I don't think we could beat it otherwise, especially when you went down instantly, Liam. You did nothing useful. You just
I found the
down.
second bird.
yeah. But I told Daniel as well, so that's not meant something to be fought right now. That will be something for maybe a bit later.
Yeah,
It's not an
I
easy
was thinking, but the gun is real good D10 damage, right?
a pistol is 2d6 plus. So it's like maybe 2 to 3 shots for strong monsters, 1 to 2 for no, and 1 for a person.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it's plausible I could have killed a bird pretty easily with a gun, like unloaded
Yeah,
two shots into it, and seen what
yeah.
would have happened.
But now do you understand why like I also like tried so hard to not let Daniel have a rifle and a bow with ammunition and all that? It would just make things way too easy.
Yeah, I don't mind not having the gun. It's just like
Yeah, trust me,
it,
you'll get some
it,
stuff, but
it feels shitty. Like I thought I was smart, like stating I have it in my pocket and stuff, like in
yeah.
like my inner coat pocket,
Well, you've got
so
ammo.
it's like concealed.
So that was my idea when from the beginning. I think I told Tiger how I was going to fuck with Daniel with his backpack and make him paranoid, and then more or less be a double-edged sword and be like, haha, watch these guys try and put everything on their person and fuck with them the op.
Well, I was like, when you said the bus crashed, I was like, huh, swear, I don't really need to have everything on my person
Mm,
because like I can like find my bag quite easily, I would assume. But
yeah.
it's also weird that when I was looking for my bag that I didn't spot my gun, right? If I was
Mm.
like standing up where I was flung.
Well, the idea is like all the seats and luggage and everything is just spread across the room. It's just
Yeah, you said there weren't that like most of the seats were in place, right? And there were only the two of us, and like Liam had all his luggage on him.
Yeah, no, not all the seats were in place. It was like maybe 2 or 3 was in place. Most of them got flung off in a pile. I just said you could take like 2 if you wanted to. But yes.
Yes.
So I think I should have kept dragging the seats.
Yeah. Strange how they disappeared behind.
But it was also good test, you know.
Yeah.
So, the campaign is completely over.
No,
Yeah,
it's a session.
over.
Okay.
It's a session, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So this was just session 0, and session 1 begins when Daniel comes. Then it's the proper session.
Foxy's PC
Oh, okay, the
couldn't
storyline
render.
continues. Okay.
Foxy's
Yeah.
PC couldn't render the
Okay, so then I
distance
can't
of the
talk. I still
seats.
can't talk. I almost started talking about things that haven't happened yet then.
No, feel
I
free to talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you everything that happens in the storyline. Why don't I? Why don't I?
I have told Tiger my plans. You know,
You don't need to say anything like that. It's more fun to play it.
Yeah.
there's
That's
some
why I'm not
interesting
gonna-
things in stored. Daniel did not like the Banshees.
Oh, I wonder why.
So I did the same thing sort of with Liam, but I spiced your guys' one up. But with Daniel, more or less what I did was I made something scratch the bottom of it by his feet. And when he shined his light to look, it was just a little crow's leg, a crow's head. And he was like, oh, it's just a crow. And then it stood up.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, so these aren't hostile then, I presume.
I don't know. Are they?
You're hostile.
They're
They
hostile
didn't seem hostile. It seemed it was only looking for its baby.
Maybe. Maybe.
It didn't seem very hostile.
went to the
And
new
if Dark
mates.
Souls 1 is anything to go by, they ain't that strong of an enemy.
I don't know. I'm just laughing.
You know what? I'm gonna head off. Thank you very much for the
No.
session.
We'll come back later, Liam, because then we might do the proper session 1 later when they're done with Clash. If
Oh.
Clash ever happens.
Yeah, we're playing with Chins, and Chins has a knack for saying yes, and then
No.
being like, "Oh wait, there's a friend that has birthday
He does.
today."
He does have very short notice things
Oh
that
wait,
happen.
the friend doesn't have birthday today. It's tomorrow actually. Never mind.
Like shit, I forgot. I have to go shopping for like a cake or something for a friend's birthday.
Oh, you enjoy your shopping spree.
No.
No.
This house. Wait, why can't I? Oh, there we go. There we go.
I'm
I like the
going to-
fucking mission. Find Boris.
Find Boris.
It's fine, Boris.
You know,
Uh.
I don't know. I think I found a nice accent, but it's like I'm
Thank you very
slipping
much
into
for
Russian a
watching,
bit.
everyone. Or if you didn't watch or whatever, fuck you. Goodbye.
it's
only
Cheerio.